This really taboo in a yoga class in Japan.
So if you've ever done a yoga class outside of Japan, you might have heard this at the beginning or the end of a class. So the word is Om. So this is a common chanting or a mantra used, and it can be used in such yogas as Shivananda Yoga and also Vaikanta Yoga, the Om in Japan. So there was a Japanese cult called Om Shinrikyo, which if you translate into English can mean like supreme truth. The word Aum has been known from that cult, had a very negative image in Japan. It was a doomsday cult, so they believed in the end of the world, and was founded by Shoko Asahara in 1987. And this cult was responsible for the deadly Tokyo subway sarin attacks in 1995 and was found to have been responsible for the Matsumoto sarin attacks the previous year. So they made some poisonous gases and killed many innocent people on the subways in Japan in 1995, and it was all over the news in Japan. So this cult belief comes from Indian Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, as well as Hinduism, and Shiva, which is the destroyer or the deity of destruction, as the main image of worship. It also incorporated some Christian beliefs and ideas, as well as theory and practice of yoga. The founder, he believed he was a prophet, saying that he could transfer spiritual power into his followers and ultimately taking away their sins and bad deeds. On the morning of March 20th, 1995, our members released a chemical weapon in a collective attack on 5 trains in the Tokyo subway system, killing 13 commuters and seriously injuring 54 and affecting more than 980 people. And this was all over the news in Japan, and this made more people aware of the word Om. This then gave a negative image to Om. People didn't want to be associated or wanted to be linked with that cult. So the practice of yoga was affected, and then the use of Om was also affected because it was linked to this cult, because the cult had Aum in the name. So I feel like this had a large impact on the use of Om in Japan, and that's why I feel it's not super common to be used in yoga classes. But if you're practicing yoga in a studio or private classes, it's possible that they could use the Om when doing the class. So just to recap, so in Japanese yoga classes, the use of Om is not very common. So this could be linked to the terrorist attacks which the Aum cult did in 1995, but it's not something which is taboo and completely forbidden to say during a yoga class. If you do use it, it's always best to give a background story and the reasons why it's used and some of the benefits, so people can understand the actual true meaning of the Om and try to get it away from this negative image. So what is your opinion about using Om in a yoga class in Japan? So let me know down in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, help support me so I can help support you with your English yoga practice.
Do you want to know some of the benefits of doing Om? Okay, so check out this video right here and I'll go into it. Okay. What are you waiting for? Click on it. Go. Okay, I'll see you there.